In this video, I am going to show you how to configure Netlink HG2802RGWT Wi-Fi router. In this purpose, you need to log in the router using web browser. Default username and password is printed in the router's backside sticker. Here I am going to show you how to change the Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password of Netlink router. For this purpose, you need to select network, then WLAN. For changing Wi-Fi name, you can select WLAN basic. Here you are able to see SSID. For changing the Wi-Fi name, you need to change the SSID name. Once after changing, press the apply changes button. For changing the Wi-Fi password, you need to select WLAN security. Here you are able to change the Wi-Fi password. If you want to see the present password, you can press the show button. If you want to change the password, you need to enter new password, then press the apply changes button. Now I am going to show you how to enable the DMZ. For this purpose, you need to select the application. Then here you are able to see DMZ configuration. Enable the DMZ host checkbox. Then enter the DMZ host IP address or DMZ server IP address. Then press the save or apply button. If you want to disable the DMZ configuration, disable the checkbox, then press the save and apply option. For doing the virtual server configuration or port forwarding, you need to select NAT configuration. Then press the add button for adding the port forwarding configuration. Here you are able to see the two options selected as a service. Here you are able to see predefined port forwarding options. If you want to select using that option, you can select. If you want to use the custom option, you can select define a service. Here I am using the define a service option for configuration. Then enter the service name. Then here you need to enter the server IP address. Then enable the checkbox of corresponding port forwarding. Enter the WAN port starting and ending. If it is same port, you need to enter same port in both column. Then select the protocol. If it is TCP, you can select TCP. If it is UDP, you can select UDP. If you want to configure both, if it is TCP and UDP, you can select TCP or UDP. Then enter the server IP address, internal server IP address, which we already enter in the top. Then enter the port number. Here we need to enter only the starting port. Ending port will be taken automatically. Then press the save and apply option. Now our port forwarding is added. If you want to disable any time these policies, you can select and delete the selected policy. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please press the like button, share and subscribe.